Welcome back to Gray Squadron Gaming for a special episode of really just an unboxing. I wanted to show you guys these new items that Atomic Mass Games was so kind to send us. So everybody, this is Joe here. I wanted to take a look at the 3 new boxes coming out here in a little over a week. We have the Star Wars Legion Ewok Warriors unit expansion, the Star Wars Legion Logray and Wicket expansion, and the new Star Wars Legion ATST Walker. Let's open these up, take a look at them, figure out what's new about the ATST, what all comes in the Ewok bunks, how the spurs look, is there enough to make them slingers and warriors? Do you have to have a combo of both? Let's take a deep dive. After we go through the boxes, I'll talk a little bit about the Battle Force, the Bright Tree Village for the Ewoks, give some of my thoughts, and we'll just have a little chat. Let's start with the box that I know most of us want to see, and that's the Ewok Warrior box here. Let's get this open. Once again, a big thank you to Atomic Mass Game for sending us this early. So it looks like we have our markers here. We have some surge tokens. Let's get everything out of this bag and take a look at what's in here. We've got 2 unit cards and some things. All these were spoiled, but in case you haven't seen, there's the Ewok Trapper, which goes on the skirmishers or slingers. You add 1 Ewok Trapper miniature and the unit gains an extra training slot. The Axe Ewok, he's 15 points. He's for either unit. He adds Pierce 1 and Impact 1. The Call to Arms, this is for the trooper only for the Bright Force Battle Force here. The Ewok unit's really the mercenaries. The unit gains suppression token, then unit gains charge till the end of the round. This one's great. This is for the Ewok skirmisher or slinger only. Choose an enemy unit in base contact with this unit's leader that has an upgrade as listed here. Discard one of those non-unique or limited upgrades. This unit suffers 1 wound. And lastly, Forest Dwellers, this again is on the trooper only. Gains Scout 1 at the start of the first activation. It gains a dodge. The 2 units that get in this box is the Ewok skirmisher, low profile, unhindered, 1 health, 1 courage, white dice, 2 speed, has 3 slots starting and 1 black each. It does have a base of 6 minis per unit, and those start at 40 points. And then the cheaper version, which is the Special Forces, is 35. These are the slingers. They are a little weaker in melee, but they have 1 black per a range for up to range 2. Same defense, same health, same courage, same speed, but they do gain independent surge 1. And they gain target 1 on top of the low profile and unhindered. So that's fantastic. Let's take a look. We get our nice little booklets here. Oh, it's got a nice little artwork here you can put up on. That's real nice. I like that. I might have to do some with that. It talks about scanning here to learn more usual stuff. And what I know everyone wants to see is our sprues. So 2 very small sprues because they're very small Ewoks, right? Let's open it up and take a look at what these guys look like. So it looks like each sprue has 1, 2, 3, 4, and with an extra arm in case you want to do a sling. It looks like, yeah, each one has a sling, and looks like there's extra slings here. Here's the log for the base of him, and here are the regular ones. So yeah, so we got the 2 Ewoks, each with a regular hand and a spear, or right next to it, looks like we have a couple slings to put the sling on either guy. So it looks like you can have a spear hand or a sling hand. You can build them either way, and as you can see, these 2 on this side and these 2 on these sides share the same sculpt. And then if we come back to here, it looks like we've got a couple different options on this side too. Of course, we have the axe guy right here, which is really cool. And then we've got our trapper here with the trapper arm as well. It looks like you can build him a little bit differently as well. So there's 8 minis here on 2 small sprues. They will not take long to build or glue, which is great because I have another 6 boxes of these pre-ordered because you can never have enough Ewoks for the Battle Force. And then token-wise, it comes with 2 order tokens, which I am opening from this bag. They kind of stuck a little bit. There we go. And it has a whole bunch of the symbol for the Ewoks here. A couple search tokens. 1 for each of the units it can run in the box. So that's the Ewok Warrior box, as I almost knocked my camera down. Let's take a look at the Logray and Wicket boxes. You can't have, well you can, but who would want to have the Ewoks without some of the commanders on the board? So we'll open this up, take a look what's in here. Okay, let's... Okay, again, we have... This is the new Incognito token that we saw released a while ago. Looks like a nice stack of cards here. This must be all the command cards that we know from that were shown off a while back in the article. So we'll start with the tokens. We've got a couple new Ewok tokens here. We have 3 commanders and 1 vehicle. This will probably be the Chewie vehicle, and this will probably be also the C-3PO vehicle. Some observation tokens and some damage tokens. Let's take a look at what upgrade cards are in here. We have low grade only secret ingredients. At the start of a round, put 1 aim or dodge on this card. At the start of the unit's activation, remove any number of tokens from this card to gain the matching token. After the unit uses aid, it may remove a suppression. So this is a really good card. I think this should be staple to low grade personally. We have the herbal medicine. Choose a Ewok trooper unit at range 1. Remove 1 wound from the unit or restore 1 defeated miniature to that unit. Not bad. 10 points. Not a bad option. Onward to Victory. This one is this card may only be exhausted at the start of the activation. If you do, discard it at the end, so it's a 1-round use. While this card is exhausted, when an enemy unit is defeated, 1 friendly Ewok trooper may perform a speed 1. Helps you move forward. And then we have the same card we saw in the other one, Forest Dweller. It gives them Scout and a free dodge. A couple copies of those. Let's look at the unit in the cards. We have Wickets, everyone's favorite Ewok for the most part. We have Independent Dodge, Low Profile, Nimble, Relentless, Scouting Party 1, or Scout 1 with Scouting Party 2, Sharpshooter 2, Unhindered, 3 training slots. He has 2 reds and a black with Pierce 1, and then the same as the Slingers. But it adds Pierce 1. 5 health, 2 courage, Surge to crit, Surge to all the keywords. So everyone's like, oh, he's got so many keywords. And he's pretty cheap at 70 for what he does. But again, he's only 5 health, white dice, and only has a range 2 gun with 1 and has to get really close to be able to throw some dice. So he's a good unit, but he's definitely not broken, even though he has kind of keyword soup here, which is always fun. Low grade, actually, to me, is the more interesting commander in the Battle Force. He is the Battle Force only. He has Aid, Ewok Troopers, Independent Aim or Dodge, Inspire 2, which is huge, because when we get to the rules about the Bright Tree Village, they don't remove suppression at the end, so that's big. Low Profile, Nimble, only has a staff with 2 black suppressive, only surges to defense, and only has 4 health, but does have the 3 courage, so that's nice. We also have Chewie in the ATST, which is amazing. He's got Armor, Arsenal 2, Inspire 3, which again, that Inspire is huge. Incognito, so you cannot attack him beyond range 1 unless he's attacked or used an objective card during this game. Weak 1, or Weak Point Rare 1, same as the ATST. He's got 3 weapons attached, so he can't have all 4, but he has the Twin Blaster, which is the 2 red, 2 black, 2 white, with our lovely Impact 3. The 88 Twin Blaster, which is range 1 to 3. That is 1 red, 1 black, 1 white, and the Grenade Launcher, which has Blast. So everything but the Mortar, really. But the big thing for me is he surges to crit natively, surges defense, 11 health, 8 to the breaks, 190 points, but you can only have 1 of them, so really good option here. Then lastly, we have another commander option here. C-3PO Golden God, Master Storyteller. Choose up to X friendly Ewok units at range 1, where X is the current round number. Each chosen unit gains 2 search tokens. So the farther you get in the game, the more units get tokens. Compel, Trooper, and Infiltrate, and Divine Influence. While they are within range 1 of C-3PO, Ewok Troopers may Guardian 2 C-3PO. While Guardian, they may also cancel crits. Just 3 health, 2 thing, but he's really meant to be that really great support at only 40 cost. So that's awesome. Let's take a look at the command cards. We'll start with the non-Battle Force cards first. So Wicket's cards. His first 1 pip first card's a 1 pip. It's Wicket. At the start of the activation phase, he gains 1 dodge. This round, Wicket increases his maximum speed to 3 and gains outmaneuver. He cannot attack. So that's for him running away or getting into a better reposition. Sneaky Scouting. Choose up to 2 enemy units at range 2 of Wicket. They each gain an observation token. When a friendly unit declares an attack against the unit that has an observation token this round, they may spend the token on the enemy to gain Surge to crit for that attack. So that's pretty good. And lastly, Courageous Counterattack. This round, Ewok Troopers units with a face-up order token change the courage value to Dash, which is the Infinite Like Vader. When Trooper units have a face-up order token, form attack pools this round, add 1 white dice to the attack for every wound token or defeated mini in the unit. So even if they've been thinned out a little bit, they can get their tokens right back with that, which is really good. Now we're going to get to the Battle Force cards. Well, actually, before we do that, let's start with the team-up card. This is Wicket and Leia, because, you know, they have a beautiful friendship. It's a 2-pip. Permanent. Wicket gains teamwork with Leia. When a friendly commander in the Battle Force issue an order, you may choose a friendly rebel unit at range 1 and issue it an order. When a rebel commander issues an order, you may choose a friendly Ewok unit range 1 to issue it in order. Not a bad card if you're going to run both. Okay, so now we have the Battle Force cards. These are specific to the Bright Tree Village only. This one is for the tribe. It is a 3-pip, 3 trooper units. You must nominate a Ewok commander. This round, it's not Ewok, that's the Battle Force, the Bright Tree Village. This round, at the beginning of the activation phase, units issued in order by this card may recover. This round, troopers gain face-up order, gains Dauntless and Relentless, so that's not bad at all. Hiding in plain sight, you must nominate a Battle Force commander. Units issued by this card gain Inconspicuous this round. Log Traps, great one. This one is this round at the start of the activation phase. 1 troop unit that contains an Ewok Trapper may make this attack. It is 2 reds, 3 blacks, range 1 to 4, impact 4, pierce 1. Those logs just smash up some ATSTs, guys. And lastly, the other 1-pip is the Aerial Assault. This is 2 trooper units, Bright Tree Village only, of course. You must nominate the Bright Tree commander. This weapon of Ewok troopers units have a face-up order, gain Suppressive and Immobilize 1 this round. This round, after a friendly special forces performs attack action against a unit with a force-up order token, shuffle that token back into its order pool. So a lot in this box, card-wise. We have another pamphlet. Does it have another poster? It does. Is it the same poster? No, it's Wicket this time. It does say low-grade Wicket on the bottom, but it is just Wicket, so that's pretty cool. And then it shows the 2 minis that are in here. Let's take a look at the actual minis. And for everyone wondering, the bases are all gray, like we've known from the last. So it comes with 1 very small spur. As you can see, we've got our lovely troopers here. So we've got low gray and Wickets with their bases and their staff and their weapons. Another one that's going to be really quick and easy to put together. Can't wait to get it to the board. So I will be painting and building these as fast as I can with everything else going on, and we'll get you a battle report. Obviously, the first battle report will either have proxied Ewoks to make it more than just 1 unit of Ewoks, or it won't have very many Ewoks in it. And I know a lot of people have been wondering about the ATST, what's different about it. So it shows on the back, includes 3 unique weapon options. You do have the Chewie now at the top, or the Veers. You get the unit card, which also comes with the one we just looked at. It also contains unpainted hard plastic miniature. The original one, if you remember way back when, it was not hard plastic, it was soft plastic. So let's crack it open and take a look at it here. Let's see what we can see. Okay. So first we'll start with this. You get the Inconspicuous, you get 2 of the commanders, you get the vehicle broken, or 2 of the commanders, 2 of the heavy tokens, excuse me. And then in the bag, we get, oh, it's the first time in a while we've seen lots of extra upgrades. Comms Jammer, Long Range Link, the Twin Light Blaster, the Mortar Launcher, the D3 Concussion Grenade Launcher, and Weiss that has the Field Commander and Arsenal. So this is the updated version, which is really nice. We have him at, right there, ATST, Arsenal 2, weak point with his guns, all this fun stuff. Yep, looks good. And then we have Chewbacca, which we already looked at his card in the last box. So that's what comes in the ATST box card-wise. Let's take a look. So we definitely have a lot of plastic here. If you're wondering how big the Chewie is, I can already see him poking out. There he is right there. It looks like Veers is a couple pieces. Let's open this up. Let's take some look. Okay. So yeah, definitely, it's hard to say. You know, people were asking me when I first posted the picture to Facebook that we got these boxes. Is there more poses they can do? How does the building instructions aren't out yet, so I don't get to see them either. But I can show you the spruce. So there's Veers and Chewie. Interesting enough, Chewie's completely 1 piece. While Veers is what, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces? Kind of interesting. The ATST is definitely hard plastic. I have to look at it side by side with the other one, but it appears to have a little bit more detail in some parts. You guys let me know if you think so too, but I'll show you some more of it. And all the different gun options. Yeah, so I would say when I get my first video up, the ATST may not be built and painted before the first battle report drops, but the Ewoks definitely should be. They're pretty small. They shouldn't take me too long. I'm going to throw up the rules for the Battle Force on the screen now, so you guys want to follow on. So this is the Battle Force for the Bright Tree Village. This is found at atomicmassgames.com. The documents here is for the Bright Tree Village. You see the special rules. The Battle Force may take any number of mercenary units. These units do not count towards the minimum number of rank required, or these units do count towards the minimum number of rank required, and the army may include any number of mercenaries. This Battle Force must take at least 2 non-Bright Tree Village rebel units. During the end phase, the Bright Tree units in this army remove 1 fewer suppression tokens during their move step, so that's a big deal. Your allowed units, you have C-3PO, Han Solo, Leia, Organa, Logray, and Wicket as your commander options. Your operative options are Chewbacca. Your special forces are Ewok Slingers, and you can have up to 0 to 2 Rebel Commandos. No strike teams, though. It has to be the full units. Corps, you have Ewok Skirmisher and up to 0 to 2 units of the Rebel Troopers. Your only heavy is Chewbacca. And your unique upgrade cards are Call to Arms, Herbal Medicine, Onward to Victory, and Secret Ingredients. Rank requirement, each army must include at least 1 to 5 commander or operative units. At least 1 must be a commander. Each army may include up to 3 special forces. Each army must include 3 to 6 core units, so that's pretty much standard. Each army may include up to 2 support units, and that's the part that stopped me when it first was shown. So I'm hoping we pull a nice surprise here like we saw with the lovely Shadow Force. When they first were announced, they were allowed to take support, but there was no support, and then shortly after that, they shown that there were swoop bikes coming after the rest of the Shadow Collective launch. I'm hoping for some maybe hang glider Ewoks would be really cool. Either that or they just put that there in air because there's no support options currently. And heavy, each army may include up to 2 heavy units, which is another interesting term because right now, the only heavy is Chewbacca in the ATST, who's limited, so you can only have 1 of him, so you can't actually include 2. And then it gives you the skirmish rank requirements too, which is 1 to 4 commander operatives. It may include 3 special forces, 2 to 4 cores. It may include 1 support and 1 heavy. So not much different for the skirmishes, less as always. The Battle Force is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to running an Ewok heavy version of this Battle Force. You definitely want to move the Ewoks quickly and get them in there because they're melee, they're white dice, they will die very easily. Something like the ATST with Inconspicuous, trying to hide the Ewoks as best you can behind it for AKA cover because you have low profile. And you can also block line of sight with that, so that's nice too. So I think that will be the way to go. I think Logray is probably the best supporting commander for this army, on top of his Inspire, his Courage Bubble, the aiding he can do with his card, especially if you get the extra upgrade, it can really help him out. I think Chewbacca in a heavy is a great inclusion to this Battle Force because Ewoks have primitive, which makes them turn 1 crit to a hit when they're attacking a heavy, I believe it is. And so things like that we see right now, like Dark Troopers, I think Ewoks have a very hard time with. So an ATST with Impact 4+ and then Surge to Crit natively can really help with those Ewok issues. Also, you have that trap card that's Impact 4, Pierce 1 with, 5-6 dice with the reds and the blacks. So that's a really good option too. You have some other good options here. Wicket, it can help them move a little faster in the beginning. C-3PO can support them better. Han and Chewie, very themey-wise. Chewie can Guardian some if he really wants to. Leia can pass out dodges, but I think where this shines really is going to be that Logray, Chewie in the ATST with a whole bunch of Ewok skirmishers and Ewok slingers. So I'll get these guys painted up for you as quickly as I can. I'm hoping to have this video out in a few days from the launch of this. Well, hopefully within a week if I'm being realistic. But you may see 1 full army or 1 full unit of the Ewoks, which is what I was given. And I might proxy another one just so we can show at least 2 of them off. And then once they officially drop, I will have a lot more Ewoks shown on the channel. Any kind of configurations you guys are looking exciting to see? What are your thoughts on the allowing to have up to 2 support when there aren't any, or even up to 2 heavy when you can only ever have 1? Is there something else coming for this Battle Force we haven't seen yet? Drop some conversations below. I'd love to answer and talk with you guys. But that's all I have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the Ewoks and this quick little discussion about the Battle Force Bright Tree Village. Again, thank you to Atomic Mass Game for sending us this, and we're looking forward to filming some episodes with these guys and getting them on the table.